Wanna know what's fucked up by giving your heart to somebody without them knowing you gave it to them? Or maybe they did know. They just didn't know how much of it you gave. I used to talk to this one chick, I don't want to use real names. I'll call her Christina. I was talking to her like when I was in middle school. And it was obvious she liked me and I liked her. And I was gonna ask her to the dance, but I chickened out. So over the summer, I was just alright, I'm gonna grow some balls, I'm gonna talk to her. So school came around and saw her. And I was like, hey, let me get your number, cause we used to talk a lot, it wasn't just from here and there, starting the second semester, we used to talk between 5th and 6th, and in 6th, every day, because, we had classes that were next to each other, and then we had we had 6 together. So, I got to know her a little bit. Anyway, so, I was like, hey, let me get your number. She's like, I'll give it to you on Facebook. I was like, okay. I waited 2 weeks, somewhere in between there, I was like, hey, I think we should hang out at lunch, just get to know each other again, see how summer went. Never got a reply. So after 2 weeks, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I guess that's how you want to be, that's how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna reply to anything you ever send me or none of that. Then I saw that she got asked out at homecoming, and that's just when I fucking died on the inside for a while. It fucked me up, real bad. If I saw her around school, if I was hanging out with friends, having a good laugh, just chilling. If I just turned around and saw her walking by, fucking butterflies in my stomach, my smile went away instantly. That shit had me all fucked up. And she knew I liked her too. It wasn't just I was talking to her and I had feelings, because we both had feelings. I know it. And the way she smiled when we talked and stuff, it was there. I was just too chicken to take it, but, there was a couple times when I could have fixed it, and I didn't. And now looking back at it, I do regret it, but then, then after, I don't, because of stuff that, how it finished, just ignoring me and stuff. So that had me all fucked up. I was fucked up for, a year and a half. It wasn't until, second semester of sophomore year that I was finally alright, I don't care, That's it. I see her, there's no feelings at all. Nothing. And then she moved away, so I was alright, whatever, And then, last year, right? I had no feelings for a girl sophomore year, just because, that had me messed up pretty bad, so it's whatever, There wasn't any chicks I was interested in. Yeah, I'll still look at a girl and be like, she's cute, or whatever, but it wasn't like I want a relationship, a long relationship, See how far we could take this. Until, junior year, I was talking to this chick named, let's call her Amy. No, I did know an Amy junior year, but this ain't her, it's a different chick. It's cool, we're gonna fake names still. Alright, so, Amy, we got stuck together, we were, not partners, neighbors in class, because I was sitting in one chair, and someone swooped on my chair, so I got moved. Cause it was the teacher didn't care where we sat, so someone swooped on my chair, cause they would get there before I did, and then someone swooped on her chair, cause, same thing, so they sat next to each other, and then one of my friends sat behind me, so it was usually just 3 of us, usually just talking, teaching us to get back to work. It was photojournalism, so it was just a lot of, computer, editing pictures and captions and stuff like that. So, yeah, so it was just, it was easy, I understood everything Photoshop, because I took multimedia the year before, she didn't, so me and my other friend got to help her out a bunch with that. So, we had a conversation and stuff. One day we got into, topic of music, and, we were talking, and, she had songs she wanted me to see. So I was alright, just, here's my number, just text me the songs. And then, I tried to use that, an in game. Like I was trying to talk to her through like about music and then try to extend to like other stuff. But she would never reply, you know? So I was like, alright, whatever, you know? So I kind of like dropped it a bit. Like we're still talking class, still make jokes and stuff, still cool. And then like, I guess like I got a hold of her Instagram. Like I didn't just look around for her on Instagram. She gave it to me and I was like, alright. So I found her. And then she had a name on Instagram, like, you know, obviously. And then, like in class, she always talked about being on Tumblr and stuff. So, like, one day I looked up her Tumblr because it was the same name as Instagram. And I was just scrolling through, and, like, it was, there was a post that was like, how has no one fallen for me yet? I'm a solid 4. And I was like, alright, you know, that's nice, whatever. I never replied, like, at the time. I didn't reply at all. So then, like, junior prom comes around, because at the time I was a junior. And I was like, hey, like, you want to go to, like, oh, well, no. Okay, so, I picked a flower from my backyard. I made a sign. It was a cute little rhyme. So it involves her name, so I'm not going to say it, but. Anyways. So I asked her to prom and she was like, yes. And then like, I don't know if it was horrible timing or if it was whatever, but like the next day she sent away from me. And like, I thought it was cause I asked her, and then, it was cause her computer was broken. Like it didn't work. It was signed into someone's account and it didn't let her do any of the work. So so she moved and I thought it was cause of that. So that had me all fucked up. And the same day I asked her, she said she might not be able to go because someone else already asked her to a different prom, and their parents might not let her go. So I was like, alright, I understand all that, whatever. And, so like, I just kinda like dropped it, whatever. And then, like when I actually started texting her, I was trying to act more like myself, and less like a kiss ass trying to get into her pants or whatever. That's whenever it started to work for me, but I guess it didn't work well enough. Anyway, so like after that, like I went back to that post and I told her. Okay, so her exact quote was, I don't know, my parents might not let me go to another prom because I've already been asked to 2 other proms. So they might not let me go to a 3rd prom. That's the exact quote. So, I mean, I kind of thought that was BS, but, you know, I was like, whatever, I'll accept it. And then later she told me, no. Then I texted her, okay, like, it's alright then. And then, like, I said, like, hey, she never replied. Then I told her, I spilled my guts out saying, like, when I asked you to prom, I wasn't nervous about you saying no, but I was just, like, worried about breaking a good friendship. And I never got a reply. Like, I mean, she never acknowledged that I said it or anything in class or anything. And, like I said, she told me that, like I had her on Instagram and we used to talk in class. She told me that whenever her and her sister went to San Francisco, the ride home was always emotional. So I commented, like she said on Instagram, oh, I just came back from San Francisco, it was really fun. So I commented, hey, was the ride back, like, emotional for you? She deleted my comment. It wasn't there when I went back to check it. So, whenever, I went back to that post that she had, she republished the post. It was, I reposted the post. No, like, you know, the thing that I said earlier, how is no one falling for me, I'm a solid 4. So, like, I reposted and added to it. Maybe someone did. Maybe someone texted you and you never replied. Maybe someone asked you to prom and you essentially said no. And I just left it at that. And there were still a few weeks left of school at that point and she just never replied. I was like, she never made any mention about it. So then after that, I deleted her number. I deleted her Snapchat. I unfollowed her on Instagram. And I try to forget. And I've done pretty well by forgetting. But, like, there's still times when I'm like, I wish it was something, you know? So, like, that's my grievances right there. And I just want to get this shit off my chest, you know. By the way, this is my I should go to sleep voice. If I do make more videos or whatever, this is not what my voice is gonna sound like. This is more like a midnight sort of thing. Actually, the current time, let me get my glasses real quick though. Oh, it is midnight. It's 12:08. If you give me a minute, I can make my voice deeper. This is Optimus Prime, and I want to go to the chopper. Oh shit! All right, so that's it. I'm real happy about it. It's just like I was listening to songs earlier today, and it just got me into that mood of just talking about this shit, getting off my chest. And I just want to know, is it fucked up, or was I a pussy? And like, if you need me to elaborate, I could probably elaborate. You know, so that's it.